Anna, that fierce young Joan of Arc who had won her security and stability fighting in the world of adults, was made a ward of a child welfare institution. Before long, she would be reunited with Pierre. I, on the other hand, ended up being saved by Anna's dauntless bravery. Not a soul came to know about what I had done. I had been spared. I went to the church, where I genuflected and questioned my recent behavior. Firstly, about having dismissed the idea of reproaching Pierre for stabbing his mother. Secondly, about having hit Anna. Thirdly, about making Simone pay for her sins. Will God ever forgive my insolence? I gave myself the third degree, endlessly turning over the questions in my mind. But it was useless. I couldn't find any answers, and confessing to Jean was out of the question. I took it upon myself to deny the urge to relieve myself of this burden when Simone, Pierre, and Anna continued to suffer, each in a hell of their own. In doing so, I was trying to atone for my own sins.
"Ah, there she is, Mayu the pious,"
Jean said, sneaking up on me. An hour had passed already. I had no idea I had been praying for that long. I remembered one of Jean's favorite quips.
"The church favors the sinner who repents." "Say, Mayu,"
Jean said, looking suspicious.
"Pierre told me that he's indebted to you for life. What's he talking about?"
I'm not sure. I think he's exaggerating. I mean, all I did was take care of Anna for one night. I couldn't help thinking that Pierre knew that I was behind the recent turn of events. God may have forgiven me after all. At the very least, for the first time in my life, I was experiencing the sense of gratification that comes from having truly helped someone. But still, the price for this elation was a loss too big for me to bear. Bring back Shigeki. As I knelt there in the church, I began to take God to task. I knew now that I wasn't alone, that there were others like Anna in the world. An echo took up residence in the corner of my mind. Help, help, somebody help. With the trial over, my life gradually returned to normal, except for the fact that Shigeki wasn't there. I had been freed from my worries, but I remained lost in a darkness of desolation and despair. My entire life had turned monochromic, and the paints I used became devoid of color. Then one day, Alan visited the cafe.
"Hey there, Mayu. Long time no see," he called out.
"Oh my God, nice of you to come by. So glad to see you."
"You've slimmed down an awful lot, haven't you?"
You think? Actually, I'm doing fine. It's just that I've been busy.
You mean with Anna, right? Must have been no laughing matter to have gone through all that.
Alan's gentle and comforting words touched me deeply.
"So, how about that road trip?" Alan asked. "The one lined with the marronnier trees, remember? We'll drive up there tomorrow. You wouldn't mind, would you?"
Alan was being a bit pushy, but he was a wine dealer, and I thought perhaps I might hear news about Shigeki. I accepted the invitation. That night, I fretted over what to wear the next day. I hadn't dealt with such an issue in a long time, and I was happy to lose some sleep over it. While I never forgot about Shigeki, the fact that I had been asked out to enjoy a drive certainly lifted my spirits. In the end, I decided on a pair of blue jeans and a turquoise t-shirt. I didn't have that many choices, after all. All that time, I had been putting on airs about being poor, only to be reminded that I was, in fact, poor. But I remained proud as Shigeki was of himself. I was proud of the fact that I was following in Jean's footsteps, emulating his life of devotion to God. But then again, I still yearned to wear that big diamond ring on my finger. Why did I fear admitting it, even to myself? In truth, I wanted to plunge headlong into Shigeki's world and never look back.